Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Saturday to y'all. It's your boy, Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 13th Wonder of the World. So nice to hear from y'all. So nice to chat with y'all on this Saturday, on this college Saturday, March the 9th, 2024. Not going to be on here too long. Tonight's the night I will be going to attend the WWE Live event in Alexandria, Louisiana at the Rapides Coliseum. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream on it. I might just record some of the action and put it on the point of view, let y'all hear the action. Couple of matches, bits and pieces. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to Bobby Reezy, M Breezy, Naya. My sister, I love all y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me on the point of view on this Saturday. I will post yesterday's point of view I had yesterday. I was kind of raspy, but I'm going to post it anyway so y'all can hear it. My voice was cracking and things like that. Like the change of the weather now. It's kind of cold outside. Yesterday it was warm, but it was raining. But today it's kind of cold outside. So, you know, my voice is raspy. But when summertime hit here, man, I'm going to be good. um, like I say, all the NCAA tournaments are going on today. There's been some teams that's lost, some teams that's won. The women's as well. Clippers and Bulls are playing right now. Shout out to the Lakers for winning last night against the Bucks. LeBron, AD, and D'Lo. D'Lo had like over 40 points. He played great yesterday. He's proven to everybody that he's not a fluke. He's doing good so far. I want to see if he keeps this up in the playoffs because Anthony Davis is still playing with a great bill of health. LeBron James still mostly healthy, even though he's got a bad ankle. But D'Lo is proving everybody that he deserves to be on the Lakers team. So we'll see what happens with that. Golden State and San Antonio plays tonight. The Warriors should win this game because Wemby's not playing or Steph. So this is a night for Clay, Kuminga, and all those other boys on the Warriors to show up and show out against the Spurs. Dallas and Detroit. Dallas should not lose this game against Detroit. But the Pistons, on any given night, the Pistons can beat you. So keep that in mind as well. Denver and Utah, Joker and them should win. I mean, they should beat Utah, but Markkanen is not playing. But they still have Sexton and Clarkston and all those other boys out there as well as John Collins, and they still have a chance to win. But if Murray, Joker, Pope, Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and all those boys go out there and play, they should beat them. But that's what I'm thinking about for the NBA tonight. Those guys going out there doing what they're supposed to do to try to get a win. Excuse me for a minute, folks. Shut that door, making a little noise. But also, I want to talk about something else. I'm not going to really get into wrestling as much tonight, today as I am tomorrow, because I'm going to talk about everything that took place tomorrow in all three wrestling companies, including TNA's pay-per-view as well as the NBA. I have a big show to do tomorrow, so I'm going to do it. and also talk about WWE 2K24 again. I love the storyline. I love the story in the My Rise story between both men and female. Very interesting to see. Very interesting for that as well. I also have a podcast I want to do on the newly retired AEW slash WWE slash TNA slash WCW NWA legend, the icon Sting. I'm going to do some of his greatest, my favorite matches of his career as well. But I just want to talk about, again, the storyline between Rock, Roman, Cody, Seth. Very intriguing. You see, WWE did something that a lot of people thought they weren't going to do. I was one of them that felt sorry for Cody because I thought that Cody was not going to be able to get his story. There were storylines going out there saying that he was going to be involved with a triple threat match between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, who did win the Elimination Chamber. It was going to be a triple threat for the title. And then you're going to have Rock versus Roman for the undisputed title. Well, when they did the interview and they did the press conference in Las Vegas, the whole thing changed because of the fans. The WWE Universe started feeling sorry for Cody Rhodes. And because of that, they say, well, we're going to make Rock heel. Rock decided to go heel. Hollywood Rock, which is the version of the Rock that was back in 2002, 3, whenever Austin decided to walk away from WWE. That's when The Rock came back in and became the bad guy. He was always a bad guy at times because Corporation Rock and Nation of Domination Rock were both heels. And it started when Rock lost the undisputed title to Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2002. And when the show was over, he got on the microphone and told them, sing along with The Rock is over. And that's when he came back in as a heel. Because he came back, had the match with Hogan and Rock 2, where Hogan lost again to The Rock, but this time The Rock was a heel, and then that's when he retired Austin at WrestleMania of 2003, and then Rock lost to Goldberg, and then Rock started just coming back in, making appearances, but at WrestleMania 20, which was 2004, Rock was once again a good guy, just like he was with all that other stuff. So now you're seeing Rock again be Hollywood, corporation, Nation of Domination type Rock. And it's the best thing going on in WWE right now because this storyline is very intriguing. And I will give Roman Reigns credit here. And I don't really give him too much credit, but I'll give him credit for this. Last year, around about WrestleMania season, he was involved with a storyline with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and the Bloodline. The Bloodline was all in pack last year, including Jey Uso. Roman has made this storyline with the Bloodline must-see cinema TV. And they've been having this going on for the last 4 years, ever since, the injury happened to Jimmy Uso, when Jay was the right-hand man, when Paul Heyman left Brock Lesnar for Roman Reigns, and Solo came in the picture. The Bloodline has been very relevant for the last 3 to 4 years. Roman Reigns has kept himself in the spotlight because he's been a champion. He has knocked off a lot of guys in the business in this reign. He's knocked off Jey Uso 3 times, but Jey Uso is the only person that has pinned Roman Reigns since he's been undisputed champion in 4 years. So that's major. But also Kevin Owens and John Cena beat them in a tag match. Then Sammy and Kevin Owens beat them at last year's Money in the Bank, him and Solo, for the tag team titles, to keep their tag team titles. And that's why I'm saying Roman Reigns has been very relevant with this bloodline storyline, and it's must-see TV. There is nothing else in WWE is more captivating than the bloodline. Nothing else. And I like Bobby, and I like the Street Profits, and I like B-Fab, and I like what they're doing against the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, AOP, Scarlett, and Precious Paul Ellery, who used to be the manager of God Bless Their Souls, the Hall of Fame, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, the LOD, Legion of Doom, Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal. Their story is intriguing, but their story is nothing captivating like the bloodline. Not only that, folks, but also the other storylines on SmackDown. Randy Orton and Logan Paul, very interesting. LA Knight AJ, very interesting. KO, KSI, very interesting. But on SmackDown, the most captivating story is Rock, Roman, Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. You can't get anything better than that right now. That material is what it is right now, folks. The bloodline is very, 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 very important to the business right now. And that's why I said what I said about them, because this is exactly why I see why WWE turned the wheel backwards on this plan with Cody and them. Rock's going hard as a heel. And you know, even as a babyface, even as a heel, people still love The Rock. Because The Rock is in charge of WWE. He has stock in WWE. What he's saying is no lie. He's not lying about what he's saying about the stock that he has in WWE. And for that, you know, I got to give him credit for what he's doing with this storyline. Now, tonight, I don't know who Seth Rollins is fighting. It may be him and Jey Uso on tag team. I don't know. I would love to see Jey Uso tonight because I want to see the Uso dance. The people in Alexandria are going to be pumped up for it. I want to see the Kabuki Warriors are probably going to go up against Chance and Carter. At live events, there really, unless a person is injured, they'll either call the match off or they'll let them pin. Too many title changes don't happen at live events. So don't expect anybody to lose their titles tonight. Gunther may be in the building. That'll be interesting to see what Gunther does, you know, as he gets himself, you know, involved in the program as well. And I like what I see going on with you know, the other storylines as well. You know, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee and Cruz and Toro, you know, Wild and Cruz, as they go up against Santos and Angel Garza and Roberto Carrillo and Elektra Lopez. The LWO storyline as well. It's intriguing, but it's nothing like the bloodline, folks. And as you notice, let me also say this too. Finn Balor And Damian Priest has not been on SmackDown in a while. If I'm general manager Nick Aldis, who we know in TNA as Magnus, who is the husband of Mickie James, it's time to split up the titles. It's time for SmackDown to have a set and Raw keep their set, you know. And the thing about it is this. You're limiting your tag teams when you do that because you got one guy with all the titles. Triple H made the greatest decision last year at Night of Champions when he said, and I quote, "Nobody wants a champion that's just holding hostage to the title." He was talking about Roman Reigns. He said Roman Reigns never defends the title on Raw, and which he was not, because when he won that match against Cody, Cody was just on Raw. So why not split the titles up? You made the World Heavyweight title. To everybody, to them it's a secondary title, but to me, the World Heavyweight title is very important, and I'll tell you why. Guys like Ric Flair, guys like Sting, guys like the Total Package Lex Luger, guys like Dusty Rhodes, bless his soul, guys like Ravishing Rick Rude, bless his soul, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I could go on and on with this. Triple H was a World Heavyweight Champion. Batista, Randy Orton, The Rock was the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Benoit was a World Heavyweight Champion. Jericho was the World Heavyweight Champion. You know, and you look at that and you say to yourself, why is it that the World Heavyweight Championship does not have that much value? Yes, it does. It has plenty of value in the business because the World Heavyweight title is a workman's title. And if Drew McIntyre wins or Damian Priest wins the World Heavyweight title, it's going to mean value. I said this and I'll say this again. I'll get back to the bloodline, then I'll leave. Somebody's going to get beat twice at WrestleMania. And I'm thinking it's going to be Seth Rollins because I think he's going to be the one that loses the match that Saturday at night one and lose night two because I believe that Drew McIntyre will become the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania night two. Either he be the champion for a couple of weeks or he be a champion for that night because Damian Priest and them are probably going to lose the tag team titles. I think the Awesome Truth wins or DIY, but I want the Awesome Truth to win those titles. And I want them to split those titles up so that SmackDown can have their tag team titles back. Street Profits. You got Bate and Dunn, you know, Cedric and Adonis. You know, you got tag teams over there that can make something happen, man. And if you wanted to, Randy Orton and KO would make a great tag team, but they're individual players in the business, so I don't know how that's going to work. Logan Paul, looks like Logan Paul is probably going to just fight Randy Orton one-on-one. I don't see them putting AJ and LA Knight in the mix, which I hate that because LA Knight should be in the mix for that title. They should put KO in there and they should make it a fatal five-way for that title. That's just my opinion. WrestleMania is around the corner. We're like 30 days away, so the moving pieces are moving and it's coming. We'll see what happens with that. Even the story with Bayley and Damage Control, as intriguing as it is, it's nothing like the Bloodline, folks. The Bloodline have a better story, man. And no disrespect to everybody else's story. What else we saw last night, and I wasn't even supposed to be talking about this, but I'm on it now. But I'll talk about the rest of the other pay-per-views and the other shows tomorrow. But let me talk about something else. Could we be seeing a match between Bianca and Naomi? If that was the case, this would be the second black match. Black girls wrestle against each other at WrestleMania. Or could we see a number one contenders match where you have all the rest of the other girls going up against Bayley, because Bayley's going to win that title at WrestleMania. But could we see the other girl, in the match against, in a number one contenders match? That could possibly happen, folks. I'm telling you something that I know that could possibly happen at Mania. And a lot of people are saying like, and a lot of people has asked me this because I talk to a lot of people about wrestling off camera, off the stream. And I tell them my opinion on a lot of things. I tell them who I think's going to win, who I think has a shot at it, who I think could be the number one contenders and all this stuff. And this is just SmackDown. I haven't talked about Raw yet because, I want to see what else happens. The gauntlet match this Monday on Raw for the title to fight Gunther. Chad Gable or Sami Zayn's going to win that. And I think it's going to be Sami. And I'll tell you why I think it's going to be Sami. Because I think that Sami could be the one to beat Gunther. People are like, really? Sami Zayn beating Gunther? Yes, I believe that Sami Zayn can beat Gunther. And we'll see what happens with that, folks. I'm about to get myself together and go to the live event in Alexandria. I will be talking about that tomorrow on The Point of View. I will be recording some of the audio for it and hopefully it'll be posted on The Point of View so you guys can hear what's going on there. But until then, God bless you, God keep you. Enjoy the NBA, NCAA, AEW Collision tonight. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow.